Yo, fight fans, what's good? Welcome back to Ring Ruler, your go-to spot for the most electrifying boxing breakdowns on YouTube. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the squad because today, we're diving into a clash that had the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden buzzing. Edgar, the chosen one, Berlanga from Puerto Rico, taking on Canada's gritty veteran Steve Rolls in a super middleweight showdown. This fight was a pivotal moment for Berlanga, a rising star with a knockout streak that had the boxing world on notice, facing a seasoned fighter looking to derail the hype train. Buckle up, because we're breaking down the highlights in HD, dissecting the action, and giving you the full scoop on what went down. Stick around to the end for a special surprise that'll keep you locked in with Ring Ruler. Let's set the stage. It's March 19, 2022, and New York City is alive with boxing fever. The Hulu Theater is packed with 5,158 fans, many waving Puerto Rican flags, chanting for their hometown hero, Berlanga. This kid, just 24 years old, was coming off an insane run, 16 straight first-round knockouts to start his career. That's not just impressive, it's downright terrifying. Imagine stepping into the ring knowing your opponent has ended every fight in under 3 minutes. But the narrative was shifting. Berlanga's last 2 fights, against Demond Nicholson and Marcelo Cocheras, went the distance, and the Cocheras bout saw him hit the canvas in the 9th round. He also tore his biceps in that fight, requiring surgery, so questions were swirling. Was Berlanga's knockout streak a fluke? Could he handle a crafty veteran like Rolls? On Ring Ruler, we don't just watch fights, we dig into the stakes, and this one had drama written all over it. Steve Rolls, at 37, wasn't just some journeyman. This Canadian had a 21-1 record with 12 knockouts and had faced Gennady Golovkin, one of the most feared punchers in the game, back in 2019. Sure, GGG stopped him in the 4th round, but Rolls showed heart and power. Since that loss, he was on a 2-fight win streak, both by TKO, including a stoppage of Christopher Brooker just 3 months earlier. Rolls was no pushover, and he came to New York with one goal: spoil Berlanga's main event debut and prove the kid wasn't ready for the big leagues. The stage was set for a classic prospect versus veteran battle, and on Ring Ruler, we're about to relive every heart-pounding moment. The bell rings for round 1, and Berlanga comes out stalking, his eyes locked on Rolls like a predator. He's got that Brooklyn swagger, moving forward, trying to cut off the ring. Rolls, though, is slick. He's circling, popping out a crisp jab, keeping Berlanga at bay. The crowd's roaring, but it's clear early on that Rolls isn't here to be another highlight reel victim. Berlanga lands a few body shots, heavy thuds echoing through the arena, but Rolls answers with a sharp 1-2 that snaps Berlanga's head back. No big damage, but it's a statement. This fight won't be a walkover. Round 1 ends with both guys feeling each other out, but you can sense Berlanga's frustration. He's hunting for that big shot, the kind that ended his first 16 fights. But Rolls is too experienced to give him an easy target. Round 2 kicks off, and things get spicy. Berlanga's pressing harder, throwing looping right hands, trying to trap Rolls on the ropes. But then, bam, an accidental elbow from Rolls catches Berlanga above the left eye, opening a cut. Blood trickles down, and the crowd gasps. Berlanga shakes it off, but you can see it's bothering him. He's still moving forward, landing a solid left hook to Rolls' midsection, but Rolls is in survival mode, using his legs to stay out of danger. That jab of his is money, popping Berlanga's face repeatedly, keeping the younger fighter honest. The round ends, and Berlanga's corner is working overtime to clean up that cut. On Ring Ruler, we know cuts can change a fight's momentum, and this one's already got us on edge. By round 3, Berlanga's adjusting. He's not just chasing anymore. He's trying to use his jab to set up power shots. Rolls, though, is a master at movement, slipping in and out, making Berlanga miss. The Canadian lands a clean right hand that gets the crowd murmuring, but Berlanga eats it and fires back with a vicious uppercut that just grazes Rolls. It's a chess match, and the tension is building. Berlanga's power is evident, but Rolls' ring IQ is keeping him in the game. The round closes with Berlanga landing a hard body shot, but Rolls escapes to his corner, still standing tall. You can feel the electricity in the air. This ain't the first round party Berlanga's fans expected. Round 4 sees Berlanga turn up the heat. He's cutting off the ring better now, forcing Rolls into exchanges. A big right hand lands for Berlanga, rocking Rolls' head back, and the crowd erupts. Rolls clinches, buying time. But you can see he felt that one. Berlanga's smelling blood, throwing combinations. But Rolls' defense is tight, deflecting most of the flurry. Still, Berlanga's aggression is winning him points, and the judges have to be noticing. Rolls lands a counter left hook late in the round, a reminder he's still dangerous. But Berlanga's momentum is growing. Back in the corner, Berlanga's team is urging him to use his jab more. But you know he's itching for that highlight reel. Finish. Round 5 and 6 are where things get gritty. The cut over Berlanga's eye is causing blurry vision, and he's pawing at it between rounds. Rolls senses weakness and starts targeting the eye with his jab, snapping it out like a whip. Berlanga's taking punishment, but his heart is undeniable. He digs deep, landing a thunderous right hand in round 5 that staggers Rolls. The crowd's on its feet, screaming for a knockout, but Rolls circles out, regaining his composure. Round 6 is more of the same. Rolls boxing smart. Berlanga swinging for the fences. A lunging left hook from Berlanga clips Rolls' chin, but the veteran stays upright. It's clear now, this fight's going longer than Berlanga's used to, and he's got to dig into his reserves. By round 7, the pace slows a bit. Both fighters are feeling the grind. Berlanga's still stalking, but his punches are less sharp, maybe due to that elbow issue he mentioned post-fight. Rolls is content to jab and move, frustrating Berlanga and the crowd. A few boos trickle down, but on Ring Ruler, we appreciate the tactical battle. Berlanga lands a solid combination late in the round. A right to the body followed by a left to the head. But Rolls answers with a flurry of jabs to steal the round's final seconds. It's close, and you can bet the judges' scorecards are tight. Round 8 is a wake-up call for Berlanga. Rolls comes out aggressive, landing a clean 1-2 that catches Berlanga off guard. For a moment, it looks like the veteran might pull off the upset, but Berlanga roars back, trapping Rolls on the ropes and unloading a barrage of hooks. Rolls covers up, weathering the storm, but Berlanga's power shots are racking up points. The round ends with both guys trading in the center of the ring, and the crowd's loving it. This is the kind of action we live for on Ring Ruler. Heart, grit, and no quit. Round 9 is where Berlanga finally finds his groove. He's adjusted to Rolls' movement, cutting off angles and landing heavier shots. A big right hand snaps. Rolls head back, and for the first time, the Canadian looks shaky. Berlanga pounces, throwing a flurry of punches, but Rolls' chin holds up. A left hook from Berlanga lands flush, and the crowd's screaming for a stoppage. But Rolls fights back, landing a counter right that keeps Berlanga honest. It's a thrilling round, and Berlanga's showing he can adapt, even with a cut eye and an aching elbow. The 10th and final round is all heart. Berlanga knows he's behind on some scorecards and comes out swinging. He lands a massive right hook across Rolls' jaw, followed by a lunging left that has Rolls backpedaling. The crowd's deafening, chanting Berlanga, Berlanga. Rolls, to his credit, stands his ground, pumping out jabs to the final bell. Both fighters raise their hands, but the judges' scores are in 96-94, 97-93, and 97-93, all for Edgar Berlanga. It's a unanimous decision, but no knockout, marking Berlanga's 3rd straight fight going the distance. The Hulu Theater erupts, but there's a mix of cheers and murmurs. Fans wanted that signature Post-fight, Berlanga's honest with ESPN, saying he was hunting for the big shot, but struggled with his elbow and blurry vision from the cut. He gives props to Rolls, calling him a tough, defensive fighter. Rolls, meanwhile, takes the loss like a pro, finishing on his feet and earning respect for his jab and heart. On Ring Ruler, we're breaking down what this means for Berlanga's future. The win moves him to 19-0, but the hype's cooling. Critics like Andre Ward and Tim Bradley pointed out flaws. Berlanga's defense needs work. And he can't rely on power alone against elite fighters. Still, at 24, he's got time to grow, and a sold-out MSG proves he's a star in the making. Before we wrap, let's shout out the undercard, which was stacked with prospects. Xander Zayas, another Puerto Rican phenom, dominated Quincy Lavallée, winning 80-71, 80-72. Bruce Carrington scored a vicious KO over Urian Duyar, and Kelvin Davis stopped Philip Carmouche in under 90 seconds. These kids are the future, and you'll see them on Ring Ruler soon. Now, here's the surprise. We're dropping an exclusive breakdown of Berlanga's next big test next week, and we want you in the conversation. Drop a comment below. Does Berlanga need a step-up fight? Or is he ready for a title shot? Like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss it. Follow Ring Ruler on socials for daily fight clips, and join our Patreon for behind-the-scenes content. Until next time, keep ruling the ring, fam. Peace out.